Well, hello guys. We have our gluten-free box. I'm going to go ahead and just get started. I pre-recorded this video on YouTube. I'm not as familiar with this as I am with the Facebook Live, so please excuse any technical errors. It will not let me self-record and then, switch my view, so I had to just view the box. So I'll show my face at the end though. I hope everyone's enjoying this cold weather. I don't know if enjoying's the right word, but it was the first day of spring yesterday. Had a lot of snow. We should get more snow today, but hopefully most of it's gone. All right, our gluten-free box. If you have a gluten-free box, it should have a pink gluten-free sticker. For some reason this is white, but it has a pink gluten-free sticker. That means, or pink sticker, that means it's gluten-free. All right, inside the box, information. In regards to some storage, drying time, where you can find the video. This one is not live. This was pre-recorded. FYI. All right, you should have 6 colors of frosting. And then you should have 8 cookies. Now these cookies are going to be different than the regular box. We had to improvise this week because we had so many gluten-free orders. And I had such a limited amount of flour for gluten-free that I had to mix some stuff up. So I'll explain that to you here in a minute. If you guys notice that some of your cookies look a little different. Well, the reason why is because we had to use 3 different gluten-free flours. And the reason why is I special order my flour online for gluten-free. I use the Better Batter. And so let's see, this one, see if I have any of the Better Batters in here. This one's the Better Batter. Okay, so it's kind of hard to tell. So I have 3 different flour. I have, this one's the King Arthur flour, this is the Better Batter flour, and this is the 1-for-1 Bob's. My favorite flour to use is the Better Batter. My second flour to use is King Arthur, and then my third flour, which I had a whole bunch of it until recently, is the Bob's 1-for-1 or cup for cup or whatever it is. Anyways, my least favorite, and this is all I had hanging around. So anyways, I tried using up my favorites first. I mean, it still tastes great, but I feel like this it's just a much more superior cookie than this one, but they'll be fine. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that, kind of go over that with you. All right, so we have 8 cookies. We have a pot of gold. We have lips, kiss me, I'm Irish. We just have a heart. We have a bow tie. We have a, this is gonna be like a leprechaun hat. This is a rainbow. This is a little leprechaun face. And then this is gonna be our clover, okay? Now your bags of icing, you need to just mix them up a bit. Be careful because I do have a seal on there, but that doesn't prevent it from popping open. So go ahead and push that down, mix it in a bit. You want to make sure that frosting's one solid color. Just kind of mix it, knead it like this. Just be careful you don't pop it up. This is a good task for an adult to do if you have young kids decorating. Or if you guys really don't care, it's really not a big deal. Just your frosting will come out a little bit runny, okay? So if your frosting is coming out runny when you get started, it's just because it probably needs to be mixed up a little bit. All right, same thing with the pink. Just go to mix all of them. Don't cut your bags. I will cut them, or show you how to cut them. I hope you guys enjoy these cookies. Like I said, there's 3 different types of flour, and I think with gluten-free baking, the flour is essential. It's like having to find the right mix. I'm actually going to start making my own mix of gluten-free flour because it just makes sense. So anyways, I found somebody was telling me about a recipe for the Better Batter. So I might look into that and see if I can make my own. All right, mix them all up. I'm excited to get started. I have no plan for these. So we're gonna just kind of play with it, just decorate together, just kind of enjoy this. activity, especially for those that are just stuck indoors. Okay, so when you also have a thing of sprinkles, and you had gotten a needle, okay? So we'll use all those in the video. When you cut your bags, you want to cut them very little at the beginning, and then you can always go back and cut a little bit more off if you have to. So go ahead and cut all your bags. So have a pair of scissors next to you. And then also, I'd like to have a wet towel next to me too. I have a feeling that my phone's gonna start ringing, so if it does, my apologies. My apologies. I'm at the bakery, and usually people start calling around this time. Okay, so the first thing we do with our cookies is I like to go through and outline them, okay? So what I'm gonna do, and I have no plan for these, okay? So we're just in this together. So I think for the lips, I'm gonna do pink. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So what I do is I push these down, I twist it. Then we're gonna go through and you're just gonna outline. I like to just let my frosting just kind of fall right onto it, just like this. Okay. We're gonna do that. And I'm gonna kind of keep these designs a little simpler just because we have a lot of families and young kids doing these for this box. I just thought it would be nice, and we have so many colors. Okay, let's do the heart. We're gonna make the heart purple. So the reason why I chose different designs for the gluten-free versus the regular is because my regular cookie box, I had chosen big designs for this. The cookie cutters were a little bit bigger than they normally are, and I knew I was gonna run out of gluten-free dough. So I had to just improvise and do new cuts for you guys, because I would not have had enough dough for all the orders that we had gotten. So, and that was like a last minute decision. Let's do, I'm gonna do a few different things with this one. I'm gonna do a yellow one, or this is actually green, like a light green. Okay, this one has a little, so this is the Bob's flour, and these cookies got so soft when they came out yesterday. And then we had to, not yesterday, but when we baked them this week. I don't know, I've lost track of all time this week. Anyways, got really, really soft. So I did like the Bob's, but the Bob's seems kind of grainy to me. Just kind of grainy and kind of a little bit sandy, which I don't like. And sometimes you could get that with gluten-free stuff. So anyways, that's the Bob's. And most people are okay with it, but for me personally, and especially, when I'm trying to make gluten-free things, I don't like using the Bob's as much, and that's why. Okay, we're gonna have a few different colors on that. Then we're gonna do the rainbow. The rainbow we're going to do, I think I'm gonna start with the blue. I like the, purple maybe. We're doing the heart purple though. So we're gonna do purple on top. And then we'll do blue. And then in the very little or middle, we'll do the pink, but I probably won't draw that on. So I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and then I'll draw on the clouds here in a second, okay? So this is gonna be pink in the middle. I'm just not gonna put it on there. Now this is the King Arthur flour. I really like these cookies actually. They're really growing on me. The flavor's really good. The texture's not grainy like you get with the Bob's. I really actually like the King Arthur flowers. So, and I like a lot of their products, and they have good gluten-free recipes as well. Like that's my go-to to just check out recipes. All right, the next one we'll do. Let's do our pot of gold. I think I'm gonna do blue on the bottom for the pot of gold. Just gonna outline that. This can also be used as a witch's cauldron during Halloween. It's so quiet right now in my bakery. I like the blue pot. I think that's cute. This is supposed to be our March box. It's not necessarily supposed to be just St. Patty's Day. Although we have, that's the theme for our March box. Okay. Set it aside. The little leprechaun, I'm going to do his little hat. This is one of my favorite cookies. And I haven't got to use it, so I was really excited. I was like, I will use this for the gluten-free box. Okay. And then we're going to just draw on a beard, and I think the beard we will make, I don't know. Make it yellow. I know you guys are probably wondering what all the shapes were, and I didn't really go through them. So it's going to be really cute. So we're going to have the beard down here, his hat, and then we're going to put a little nose on there. So cute, huh? Okay, and then we have our bow tie, which I don't want to run out of green, but green's like my favorite to use for all these. Let's do the light green. I haven't used that yet. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to outline it with the green. And then we're going to fill it in with the light green and then put either stripes or polka dots on the tie. Or on the bow tie. Okay. Set that one aside. And then our last one's going to be this guy. Actually, let's put on the clouds real quick. We're going to do, I think, yellow. No, let's do... I know. I always switch it up on you guys. Let's do the green. It'd be cute with all those colors. And this will look better once we start filling it in. You don't like to have those bumpiness because then it shows through sometimes. So I'm just going through making sure that it's not going to be as bumpy. Okay. And then I might save this guy to do because I'm not sure what colors. So let's just set him aside for a minute. Okay, let's start filling in. We're going to fill in the lips first. I'm going to cut my bag just a little bit bigger, not much, okay? I'm just going to fill it in. This is that Kiss Me, I'm Irish idea. Against the lips. It's so quiet this morning. Not much going on in here. It will be in a minute because we're still delivering cookie boxes. I just have my mom and myself working this week. My husband's been helping as much as he can. But I called everyone else off. I just thought it would be best to not have, as many people in the bakery, to limit the number of people. All right, so these are the lips. What we'll do later too is we'll go through and draw the lines on so we can see, like we'll draw a line on here. Oh no, my bag popped open. See, gotta be careful of that. Look at that. Happens to the best of us. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just push down my frosting. Okay. Okay, now did you see when I used the tool just a minute ago? So I'm just gonna show you. Okay, and then just make sure you twist it before you start using it. They will pop open. The seals there are just to keep it so they're fresh and they don't start drying up on you. So you can use like a clip on the bags, or you can put a piece of tape. I think a couple of you guys got tapes on your bag. All right, lips. So just set them aside. Look how beautiful those are gonna be. Now let's fill in. I'm gonna fill in actually part of our 4-leaf clover. And I'm going to fill it in with the green first. Okay, so I filled it in. See how it's nice and thick. We did just make this this week. We've been making all these boxes as they came in for order. Yeah, we got over 300 orders, I think, officially. And then our gluten-free box, usually we only sell like a few. No, we sold over, I don't know, 20. Hence the scramble. I was like, I need more gluten-free flour. So anyways, and that's still not even in. I'm supposed to be getting a shipment in tomorrow. I got to rethink my gluten-free flour, though. I can't just rely on better because it just doesn't come quick enough, and I can't get as much as I need. So anyways, I'm going to try making my own. That's going to be my solution. All right. Now, I do have sprinkles, okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some sprinkles in the middle here. I'm gonna put them on my cauldron, my pot of gold, and whatnot. So if you're wondering, and even maybe on my rainbow, so if you're wondering, I have a plan, but if you're really feeling like you need to put sprinkles somewhere, please put your sprinkles on. It's totally fine. You don't have to wait. So I'm gonna fill it in up here with the purple. This is one of my favorite cookies. That's the rainbow, just a rainbow one. I love this cookie. I was excited when I was looking through my collection. I was like, oh my gosh, we can totally use that. Oh, that, and then we can actually do it so that they kind of melt together. So I'm gonna put on the blue. I kind of like the look of them just melting, so then that way it looks like a rainbow because they're really, they touch each other. Depends on the look you want, but there's that. And then I'm gonna fill it in with pink. Okay, and I did this because I'm going to put the clouds on. And we'll do the clouds later. But isn't that cute? That'll be adorable when we're done. All right, set that aside. Let's fill in our yellow down here on the beard. I want to cut the yellow a little bit bigger. Yeah. Now, I'm warning you, our yellow is a little bit runnier than the rest of them. So just be careful when filling it in. You don't want to have as much on the edges. Just don't fill it in as high. Otherwise, it probably will run over. So just FYI. It's looking cute. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the green on the top of the hat. Then what I might do is just add a little line up here of this one. And I'm just going to draw lines like this, so then that way you don't put too much on there. Because sometimes if you put too much on, it flows over. Do that. And then you can even draw little tiny buckle. I'm gonna take one of these little pieces for my sprinkles. Oh, a tiny little buckle. Uh-oh, I touched it. That's okay. Let's bring it back in. And then kind of put your buckle where you like it. There you go. It's kind of cute, right? You don't even need to add that little piece. I just think it's cute. Something fun to do with the sprinkles. Okay, set that one over there. Let's fill in our, this guy. We're gonna use our light green. Now you can do stripes or polka dots or mix it up. I think I'm gonna do a striped one. Okay, I popped open on this one, so just be careful. Push it down. Twist your bag, you should be fine. Let's cut it a little bit bigger here. I'm gonna kind of pull this out just a touch. It's all the corners, and then I'm gonna do stripes with the green. So I like how you outline it in a different color and then you fill it in. I love it. Just gives you that outline. It looks really cute. And get a little bit of stripes. If you want to do polka dots, just put little dots of frosting on there. Fairly simple. Okay, set that one aside. Hopefully I'm not making the bow too girly. Even if I am, then it's a girly leprechaun bow, okay? Okay, peeps. All right, fill this in. Fill it in with yellow. Now be careful, because remember the yellow's a little runny, so just kind of take it lighter on the edges. doesn't overflow, especially because like this little guy, the Bob's, this is the Bob's 1 for 1. And those cookies, they did really well. They didn't really spread a lot, but they spread a tiny bit to the point that it made them kind of slope down a little. So just be careful because your frosting can roll off if you're not careful about it. All right, let's do the heart. Oh my goodness, so much air in there. Looks cute. I'm trying to decide though. Just a little bit of sprinkle. You can add sprinkles to your heart if you want. I think I'm just gonna leave her just like that. I'm gonna add a little drop of white on there though, or not white, but yellow, just to make it look like it's got those reflection marks on there. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? I'm letting this sit for a minute, but usually we add sprinkles on, and we'll add those on in a second. I'm gonna let it sit for another minute because I know that yellow's a little runnier, and I don't want to put sprinkles on and it drag your frosting off the cookie. Now, I'm sure most kids have already probably covered their cookies with their sprinkles already, and that's fine too. I'm gonna add this on here. I got a fuzz on there. Same thing, we're gonna let that sit for a minute. Now I'm gonna put some sprinkles on here. I'm gonna save my gold ones that I have, and everyone got a few. I ran out of sprinkles too, with the mad rush of orders this week, so we had to improvise. So some people got different sprinkle mixes, which all of them are really cute. But just take out some balls or whatnot. I'm taking out the stars. I'm taking out any of my. You can see what I'm pulling out there. I'm going to just put this on top of here. Okay, and then I'm also going to just put a little bit on my clouds, however you want to do it. Just a couple drops so they just look magical. Okay, so I'm using these. I'm going to use this for the 4-leaf clover. So I'm going to set those aside. And then any leftover sprinkles you can pick back up, put back in your cup, and use this for something else if you'd like. But now I'm going to fill in my bottom half, the cauldron itself, or pot of gold. I know I keep calling it a cauldron, out of habit. I love this blue. I think it's so pretty. Okay. I'm going to put just a little spot of reflection on there. That's good. Okay. All right, let's put this guy. He's got a little fuzz on his little beard. Put his little brim of his hat on. I think I'll have enough green for that leprechaun now. For the leprechaun guy. I'm gonna just put a little nose right here. So it looks like a little, isn't that cute? All right, and then this guy, let's fill in our light green one. Again, this is the Bob's one, and all the cookies kind of slope a little. So just be careful with that. You can add little designs on these too if you wanted. I should have mentioned that with when I did the green ones, but. Okay. And we'll add on the yellow side. Careful with the yellow, it is runnier than the others. Okay, and then if you have any sprinkles left, you put them in the middle, but what I was thinking, I think it'd be cute to just put a few little, well, that totally backfired. I'm gonna try to keep 2 stars aside. Let's put some sprinkles in the middle here. And there's some little balls in your mix. So if you want to be as particular as I am, some of you might want to be. I'm just trying to find the little gold balls because there's some balls in there. I'll put them out there. Otherwise, just dump your sprinkles on. Just be creative with it. Make it beautiful. Let's put some sprinkles on there. I know, cute, huh? Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna set, so we're done with the cauldron, with the rainbow. I love these colors. I was worried, I was trying to decide if they were gonna work for these, and they totally do. We're gonna set with the gluten-free ones. We're gonna set the lips over closer, and then that blank guy that we haven't done yet. Okay. So now I think we have enough of this to go around. So I'm gonna just draw on his hat again, just kind of like the other one we did. I think I did this one for the last year's box, actually. I love this one, but we've got to get creative with this one today because I don't have any white in this kit, but it'll be cute. Also, we're going to put the green on this again, just like I did with the other one. So it looks like it has a little belt. And then what I might do is just draw in some yellow hair. I know, I wish I had red. Right. And then I'm gonna put on little stars for his eyes, because that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay? That's why I saved that. Stars. Isn't that cute? Kind of funny, huh? think it works. And then if you had another sprinkle left, you could give him a little gold nose. Just like that. I mean, you've got to improvise in times like this, right? Okay, we'll set that aside, let that dry. I guarantee I'm gonna knock these off and have to re-glue those. So if you do that, don't worry. I will do the same thing probably. All right, this guy, we're gonna add green in the middle. And then I'm gonna just put green up here on the top. So it looks like the back side's green, you know? I don't know, it's kind of cute. All right. My little lips I'm gonna outline with some pink. You could even put a little pink nose on your leprechaun if you don't have a gold ball or anything. Just put like a pink dot right there. You'll have like a cute little nose. So you're going to just kind of outline the lips if you wanted to go back and do that, just so that they have a cute little outline. Okay, let that sit for a second. So I'm gonna fill in my hat. Fill in this part first. I'm gonna leave it, not fill it all. I have still a little bit more. This should be plenty for the top part there. So just gonna fill it in. I'm gonna get it to, it should smooth out pretty much on its own. You can shake it a little if you want it to smooth out. It might break off an ear, but that's okay. And then we'll do the top. Again, if you want to add polka dots or something to these, you can. If you have sprinkles left over, embrace them, put them on. Let that sit for a second, and then we'll fill in the hair. There's the lips. Kind of pull it down just a tad, and then go back up. There you go. We can just do lines straight across. All right, letting this guy dry for a minute. Oh, these turned out so cute. I'm so glad they did. I went into this without really any direction that I was gonna go, and I love how they came out. So let me see your cookies. Let me see how you guys did, because I would love to see what you ended up creating. Hashtag us, hashtag decorate with DP Sweet Life. It's on the card that we inserted in your box. We have another box coming out in a week from this coming Monday. It's the quarantine box. It's gonna have like a remote control. It's gonna have a book, maybe a glass of wine, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought it all through, so I'm not promising that all those are gonna be in there, but anyways, it'll be fun. All right, so then you're gonna put a little thing up here. And then draw on his hair. And it should be fine to draw it on now. All right, I think that'll do it. All right, let me show you what we came up with. Uh-oh. All right, let me put my frostings aside. Ooh, this guy cracks me up. Anyways, all right, my favorite is this guy. And then we have our bow tie, lips, we have the rainbow. I like the rainbow too. Just touch the sides there, the pot of gold. We have the 4-leaf clover. Clover just a tad. I'll touch that guy too, but that's okay. There, it's a little bit better. All right, and then there's this, the heart. Look how cute those are. All right. I have no idea if I'm recording well or not, but anyways, I just want to say thank you as always. Don't forget to tag your photos, hashtag decorate with DP. That way I can see them. I would love to see how your gluten-free cookies turned out, and also just get feedback on what you think about the cookies, because you have 3 different types of cookies. So I hope that you could just give me feedback about the cookies, and if you like them, and if, which ones you liked and which ones you didn't. All right, hopefully you guys have a great Friday, and until next time, enjoy.